Yeah, I mean, you might not want to like gamble, right, when there's this much on the line.
Dude, this Sarych heat map,
Speaking-
what is that?
Speaking of being on the line.
So obviously the board is very filled there for Sarych. So you got to look at the orange spots, right? That's where more deployments are put on round 1. And yeah, you can see a lot of blips at the very, very top there. You can see Feng likes to sort of spread it out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's hard to say here. Both of them just seem to be, yeah, very evenly spread out. There doesn't seem to be any sort of bias whatsoever.
Yeah.
Pretty balanced boards.
Yeah, that's true. It's pretty cool if they mix it up. Like, they do a good job of just randomizing it, right? Which I think is kind of important. Like, you'll see in other games like StarCraft, it's really important to randomize your play, right? Like, you don't want to immediately expand every single game. You want to throw in a bit of aggro. I think it's the same thing with this game where, I mean, not just mid-range versus aggro versus standard, but also like left versus right biases, even center. I think that all adds up.
It really does. It really does. And honestly, the things that we're seeing here kind of adds up with what we know from them, right? Like, both of these players, according to our stats from all the MAG1 players, like playing asymmetrical, but again, no left or right bias. So they are doing a great job of kind of switching it up. One time left, one time right.
Yeah. For sure. I can't believe how filled up Sarich's board is, though. Like, is that just they play that much? Like, or is it that they actually...
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing about them is that I think they're the player that like plays the most small units out of all the MAG1 players that we have, which is why like their games take actually like the longest, which is kind of surprising, right? Because we think of Sarah and we know like, oh, crazy flangs, loves to play Rhino, surely their games end quick, but actually their games end the slowest out of all of the people here. And
yeah, that's
I
really
think
true.
that might have to do with not playing giants all that much.
5,
Yeah.
4.
Interesting. Well, we're gonna get into this. First game of the day, best of 1 between Sarych and Feng.
Let's have a look at the packs here. There is a decent ball pack there for Feng Amplify spec.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Sarych. Wow, Sarych is picking elite.
We'll pick the elite. That's surprising.
That's crazy, man. Like, for those who don't know, elite without starting level 1 chaff is really uncommon since you know, you always need to buy chaff, right? And usually you just want it level 1, so you have to waste money to buy it on elite. So very sketchy, but I don't think it's unplayable by any means.
And we're gonna get 2 hounds deployed here, so no real chaff, even though hounds sometimes can have that role as well.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice, I think. The nice thing too is like you get to see where the opponent's stuff are after round 1, and then you can put your chaff in the perfect positions, right? And that 20 meters up front will unlock. So if you do want really far up chaff, you can do it. And you know what's funny? This game reminds me of a game against, who was it? I don't even remember who. It might have been Feng himself, right? They had like that Wraith ball headbutt against each other. And this is like the same thing. The arc plates were all the way up in the front, just like in that game as well. And I was worried about it, but this game I'm feeling less worried about those exposed arc plates because I feel like there's not a lot of firepower up front.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Sarah necessarily wants to like have a really core role for those arc lights. It might just become the hounds that do the chaff clearing.
So true. Yeah, good point. Ooh, round 2 unit reinforcements. Farseer obviously coming to mind as super strong, but Feng says, Phantom Ray, I'm going to go in the air. I'm probably going to threaten that other tower, maybe get some early arc light locks.
Wow, picking... I don't know, I'm surprised about the Phantom Ray pick here, even though, of course, it can go onto the right side, but with a Farseer drop, like, that unit is so good into, I mean, just about everything at this stage of the game.
I'm with you. This is interesting. So he does go for the Arclight insta-lock with the Phantom as opposed to, say, the tower. And then he says the Crawler will be my defense for my own tower, as well as, you know, potentially getting the tower of Sarych as well.
We are finally going to see some chaff investment here from Sarah. One crawler behind the tower, still has money left for another. Will that go onto the right side of the board? Could be really, really good here.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
beautiful.
Lovely play from Sarah.
That just wins the 1v1 hard and then gets the tower. It will take a long time. It may not even matter that it gets the tower, but simply parrying the loss of your own tower, big deal right there.
Yep, and it's pretty common too for people to potentially pick the Phantom and put it all the way on the right. So just having that crawler there to kind of screen and stall, super nice move.
100%. There's a lot left here. The tower will go down, so certainly Sarych here going to take up the victory. And honestly, having this early elite tempo bodes pretty well. Now, of course, Feng going to be picking up a free Farseer round 4. That'll be really where his power spike comes in. Just has to hold on for one more round here.
All right, round number 3. And we get additional deployment slot.
So good.
Will get picked up. It's hard to use in the early game for elite.
Yeah, it just
but
limits what you
might-
can buy.
Yeah, I mean, it might allow him to just get into chaff, right? Like, which is not
Yeah.
too bad considering that's what he was missing.
And honestly, every chaff is good against Feng. Like specifically the crawlers, especially, right? Like the hounds, not even close to one-shotting it. Really good against the Mustangs. And it just like wins crawler 1v1s. Like this is looking good. We can see a flank here for Feng. Just a crawler that'll eventually get the tower. We'll see if Sarych is going to parry it or not. Looks like no, perhaps. But this is quite the headbutt. It may not matter too much.
Yeah, the round might just be over by the time that crawler gets to Sarah's tower.
Definitely possible here, yeah. Interesting sledge, by the way, as well. You don't see that too often.
It's just really good stall, so I like the move here.
Yeah, like a lot of players will just fortify their tower instead. Oh, the missile.
Another like slightly meaningful thing is sledgehammers do one-shot level 2 crawlers.
Yep. Look at the blue Fang kill that Phantom Ray. That's so nice. The Arc Light will go down, at least. Missile takes care of the crawler there on the flank. Sledges getting pretty damaged there on the right. Lots of stuff left along with that Farseer. That's going to surely take down the Phoenixes.
Yeah, and it's just racking up the damage here. Already up to 30k total.
Yeah,
And,
pretty
I
dang
mean,
good.
Feng here might be kicking himself not having picked that support unit.
It's a powerful unlock too, right? Like the potential for Photon, EMP, all that.
Yeah. I mean, having any like access to any special units is just more valuable because you never know. If you want it, at least you have it.
Really good point, yeah. So here comes the Typhoon. Even if it gets sold, that's a huge boon here. Yeah, efficient light with
Efficient
additional
light.
deployment.
Yeah, that's insane. Like that's the combo you want. Okay, well, we're gonna have lots and lots and lots of small units this game.
That's right. Probably very little giants, if any. Yeah, this is
But
crazy.
I think this is like insane for Elite Spec though, because Elite Spec kind of wants to play small units already. So the fact that they get to do so with, having that additional deployment slot, and then also getting the discount.
I totally agree. Like your units are just better than theirs because they're always one level ahead. Like obviously not strictly true. Like eventually they'll catch up, but it's a pretty meaningful tempo swing. Lots of Fangs coming out. I think Sarych knows that this is going to turn into like a spam heavy game, like lots of stuff everywhere. And the flanks are just pretty insecure. So just going to finish that up. And now you can just focus on the headbutt.
And this might just be a quad chaff purchase. Already one crawler, 2 fangs added.
Yeah.
I think adding a crawler in front of that flank crawler would be a good idea. But yeah, just look at how Sarah has suddenly like fleshed out their entire board after starting with no chaff.
The Fang will win against that crawler on the flank because it's blue, so it's fine. I do agree a crawler eventually, though, looking good. He saved his Arc Light there on the right. That's nice. I think Feng is going to start coming back a little bit, though, right? He got the level on the Mustang here. He's got up to 3 birds now. Typhoon kind of just bullying the right side here.
Yeah, the one thing that I guess Sarah's missing is some solid upshoot, but I mean, he might just be able to get into Mustang here. Playing Mustang on Elite always feels pretty good, and against all the small units from Feng, I think they should perform quite well.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't quite get the birds because of the debuff. So yeah, there you go. You get your Typhoon, and suddenly things are looking all right for you. Bird levels, sledge level, unit reinforcements.
Oh,
3 flyers
level 4
potentially.
Void Eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a headbutt. They don't need the range. I think a Wraith does look good, though, I have to say.
Be the Wraith.
I don't think I would pick
sense.
anything else. Yeah, I feel like it's just Wraith for both players.
It's a little scary for Sarah because, wow, Stormcallers. I was going to say it's scary for Sarah because he doesn't have like massive like DPS upshoot, but we're actually going to get Firecallers out of Feng.
I am so shocked by that, but I am curious to see how it goes. Now, the field maintenance on the Wraith is interesting. The birds have levels, right? So, like, they eventually kill the Wraith. I don't mind it, though. I think it's a cool move.
I mean, this is wildly unconventional. Usually,
Yeah.
You never see people go Firecaller on this, like... I mean, it's mid-range, it's aggro, but you tend to kind of run through your own fire because you're trying to get to the opponent's tower. So that's why you almost never see this.
It's really interesting. And, like, the crawlers are blue, right? So, like, if they ever take Subterranean Blitz, like, they can live through puddles of fire, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first salvo might not even, like, properly hit.
Sure. Yeah. And there's, like, fire extinguisher potentially. Let me check if it's on there. It is, yes. Well, let's see. I think the Wraith is quite the menace here. Like, of course, the Bluebirds can certainly kill it, but you need at least, like, 3 of them targeting it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like that'll be the case. I think if only 2 are locked on, this thing lives forever.
Pretty much, yeah. It takes a long time to kill that. See a Typhoon dying there. Tower pressure on the right. Getting that tower was huge there. Both going down, actually. Well, this is surely Sarich's round here.
Yeah, very nice flank. There were some Fangs defending it, but obviously not going to be enough against those level 2 crawlers. And, well, the Wraith will take the win. Farseer might even remain alive.
Oh, really good tower.
Debuff.
Yeah. Okay. Good cleanup there. Wasn't as crushing as I thought.
Okay, but don't you get, like, I mean, if Sarah just buys a whole bunch of Hounds plus Sprinkler, like, Hounds look good into Feng's board.
Sure, yeah. Okay, Charge Shot picked up on the birds. That's to kill the Wraith primarily, but it's going to be good against the balls and stuff as well. Orbital here looking incredible. Like,
yeah,
dude.
There's nothing but good targets.
Yeah, that's just insane. More sledges coming out. That's so interesting. He likes it because they're good against blue crawlers. Like, there's a nice damage amount there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think here, if you're Sarah, you literally just buy Hounds. Like, more Hounds. Triple tech them, honestly, if you want to. I don't see what Sarah does about it, or what Feng does about it. You could even sell the Wraith after seeing Charge Shots and just play like Mustangs.
Yeah, I don't disagree. There may be stronger moves than spamming Hounds. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that's not a bad idea at all. So curious on the Orbital RNG, man. This bombardment, like, like Feng could actually take like 1,500 easily here.
Yeah, it's an expensive turn for Sarah though. Is going
well.
temp range, 2 bubbles, took the spell, and a missile interceptor.
Yeah. Looking decent so far. Down go the birds. Fire kind of everywhere. The Hounds are pretty tanky though. Blue Typhoon, that's definitely a raid boss that's going to be tough to kill, but there's some marksmans level 2 here. Getting some great DPS off, killing birds even.
Yeah, great round. I honestly thought the Charge Shot Phoenixes might kill the shields immediately, but Sarah gets to keep 1 and the interceptor, so gotta be pretty happy about that round. And dish out, what, like 1,000?
Yeah, probably a bit more. Oh no, but yeah, roughly. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, man. The speed here picked up for Sarych, whereas Feng going for the shield airdrop. Both good options. The zoom though is incredible here, right? Because like the faster you run through the fire with your crawlers is great. I mean, speed is just good on general, right? Especially if you have a range deficit. Certainly the case versus something like Storms, Mustangs.
Yeah, it's lovely. And we are going to see the hounds here. Sarych kind of identifying that there's no real good counter into those just yet. Those charge shot phoenixes, I mean, apart from that one wraith, really don't need charge shots, so you could just end up selling that. But for now, it seems to do really well. It's in this like weird spot where the phoenixes can't seem to instantly target it, and then yeah, it just runs away with it. Like the phoenixes are so far forward that they tend to die immediately.
Definitely agree. A lot of missiles coming up, by the way. I think Sarych are really trying to close out the game here. We do see the lone as well.
Yeah, and Feng cold as steel here. Nerves of steel. Not loaning. Going for field maintenance on sledgehammers. So seems to think that there's a lack of DPS on Sarah's board, which is somewhat true, although the marksmen and the high-level hounds may surprise you.
Yeah, like the hounds have levels. They have mech rage. We didn't pick up attack enhancements, so that's good, of course. Missiles, though, going to be a lot of tempo here. We're fast, by the way. We took the advanced power system, so we're just going to be zooming on through. Tons of hounds left, man. And the Wraith, we can see it falling now. That's very, very good. We can see a lot of trailing chaff here for Feng. Can it get the job done, though, with these hounds? Or are they just going to fall here to all the storms?
Looks like he may be fine. Marksman will take out the remaining Phoenix on the right side. Farseer still alive on the left. And those guys are pushing in. Right side seems to be losing, but it's holding out for now. That Marksman, holding on for dear life, actually will get rid of the Typhoon. That's massive. And so that should mean the round goes over to Sarah, but pretty much just the Farseer surviving.
Yeah, that was closer than I thought. I actually didn't see who paid more for like consumables there. I know there was a lot of missiles for Sarah. Both sides sort of shielding up and stuff. Yeah, there's no bubbles left, that's for sure. Nuke and Fire, both going for Nuke. We saw that circle earlier with the bombardment. Well, how about a Nuke?
Yeah, and I was wondering about this. So we are going to get the Phoenix shields coming out here because, well, there's a lot of them on the left side and you can't really afford to lose them to the Nuke. So pretty much a mandatory move here for Feng. I guess he could have also tried to jump drive them, but that would mean the Wraith just kind of gets to do what it wants.
Yeah, and because we have advanced power system here for Sarych, they're going to try moving their Wraith to the edge of the map. That's what I'm looking at, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, the Wraith doesn't really have like a core function anymore, right? Like with these high-level hounds and mech rage, it's not as if the Wraith like does the chaff clearing. So you can't afford to just run it away and then have it join the fight later.
Yeah, it's so interesting, though. Like, he could run it left instead of down left. So, very interesting decision on the path. I am very curious to see how this will play out. There's no shield currently on the left. So, like, the Mustang there, for example, is toast. Now, they never got range anyways. Like, will the bubbles fall?
Yeah. I mean, it is a very, like, a headbutt situation right now, so I feel like shields shouldn't stand a chance, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Let's see. The Wraith is definitely safe. The advanced power system just making everything fast. The Nuke is gonna hit. Dude, the bubbles are...
Oh, they are actually going to... Oh, I think it went down.
No, I don't think so.
No. The right one from Sarah went down. I could see... Okay. Yeah. So one broke right before...
That was a buzzer beater then, because on my end it didn't. Oh my god, look how many birds are left. This is insane. Dude, the energy shield there was clutch.
Holy. And what a massive round as well for Feng.
Okay.
We actually get the third rotation of unit reinforcements here.
Yeah, I don't think you mess with Fortress Anti-Air. Sarych says, I disagree. He does click the button, indeed. Okay.
It's gonna give that a go. I mean,
I really don't like
soften up
it.
the Phoenixes, but yeah.
I hate it.
Like, if it goes wrong, you might not even kill like the shield on the level 2 Phoenixes.
For sure. Marksman anti-air, I totally like that though. Double shot could even be better if they have it. They do have it. Because of course energy shield, right, you want to shoot it twice, right? So like aerial gives you the earlier lock, but it doesn't shoot twice like double shot does. So I don't know. Something to think about.
Man, I really would want Mustang here though for Sarych. I feel like they've been they've kind of been neglecting buying that unit, even though to me it seems like a really great counter to someone who's investing this heavily into Phoenix charge shot. Like,
I agree.
there's no reason to have a big like tanky frontline unit. Like, yes, you have the Wraith, but you kind of baited out a tech, and nothing else on the board warrants like massive frontline.
I agree. I think Feng's like got this in the bag by so hard now. Like I think this Fortress Punch is so much better than the Fortress Anti-Air, like from only 2 of them. Like I don't know, man. Like the Hounds are not going to be able to kill the forts. Like the charge shot Phoenixes represent so much power here. But let's see.
It definitely looks a bit scary. Yeah, Forts AA there just chipping away at like half of a level 3 Phoenix's
the
shield.
oil though. That oil was
okay.
insane.
Punishing kind of the
God.
greediness there from Feng, who's been unwilling to buy shields for pretty much all of the last rounds.
Can't tell who's winning right now. This is really close. The oil was just completely insane.
Yeah, Fortress there in the middle actually somehow managing to kill multiple Phoenixes and grab a level.
Okay, I was way off as usual. Sorry guys, I suck. But the oil was insane, to be fair. I don't know who's actually got the better scaling board.
Yeah, I think your assessment still was correct that Feng is ahead here, but just turns out that losing all your chaff on one side of the board is kind of bad.
Yeah, like the Stangs. Yeah, I'm so curious. This is a really cool game. Here come all the bubbles. Javelins coming out. Definitely a good target there. So are we buying more forts? Like we can't because they're blue, right? Like you can't go wide with these Fortress anti-airs.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, it really
probably
is.
is like not possible to mirror. Maybe you can overload the right side. I don't know. Like you could try and gang up on that high level fortress. We get 4. Is that 4? I think it is.
It's 4, yeah.
Shielded wasps. Holy, okay.
Seems crushing if we don't buy another Wraith randomly. Why would we buy another Wraith? Like, this just might be a brilliant play.
Yeah, very nice from Feng. I don't really see what Sarah is supposed to do about that. Again, I'm gonna mention that having those Mustangs again would have been real nice, but
You're so right.
yeah, this
There's a lot of
tends to be
Fangs,
like the
but-
late game problem. True, there are quite a few Fangs and level 2,
there's-
so they might have enough DPS.
Yeah. This is crazy. Is this Javelin good from Sarych? It looks decent. We kill the orange Mustang, 1 blue orange bird. Oh, shielded fangs. Interesting. Like there is fire,
okay.
but yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a crazy round. The right side surely looking good for Feng here with the shield wasp coming in. The Hounds can't really do anything against the blue fortress. On the left, we can see the forts getting targeted down. Only 1 left. Farseer dishing out some damage on the Wasp. Wraith, of course, finishing his beacon. Not much left here for Sarych, I don't think. There's a lot of birds in the sky, man.
It seems like the Fangs aren't really able to get rid of all the wasps in time. So we can see all of these Phoenixes on the left just firing away. We'll finally connect on the right side with the tower and with 2 fortresses and I mean, a whole armada of Phoenixes left alive. Feng will actually take the win here in game 1 over Sarah.
That was a hell of a game to start off the day. Oh my god. I was saying Feng's like a defensive player, and then we get this. This is, yeah, this was cool.
Yeah, kind of wild openers too. Like, not something you see every day. We had, like, what was it? Like, Hound Mustang from Feng and Elite Spec no chaff opener from Sarah.
Yeah. In such a close game. And yet the thing that surprised me the most probably was the fire on the storms. I'm not even sure
that
if it was good or
such
bad.
a wild play. Yeah, me neither. I mean, it seemed to do something in the early rounds.